concern in the skies outside New York City tonight. The drone mystery over New Jersey, seen flying near President-elect Trump's Bedminster golf course.
Chris, there's one, I'm not even kidding, it's like the size of our RV.
There's three right there.
There's a third.
This one is extremely low. It's loud.
Nobody's seen any of these units taking off or landing.
Law enforcement at every level seem to be saying that there's no known threat to the public, but people are curious.
This is over my house right now. What is that?
Mysterious drone sightings now in 12 New Jersey counties, and it's still unclear where they're coming from.
Tip line for people to report any sightings.
The government is concerned about this.
We really don't have any clues? Because right now it feels like this is so bizarre. The TLDR is like large drones fly over towns all night in the middle of the night and nobody knows where they're from.
It began in mid-November. Strange lights in the night sky, seen over the quiet suburbs of New Jersey. They weren't stars. They weren't planes. They were drones, or so we think. These drones, some described as being as large as cars, appeared in clusters, often accompanied by a fixed-wing aircraft. The first reports emerged around November 16, 2024, with sightings concentrated along the Raritan River corridor.
New tonight, where did this drone come from? That's what police in New Jersey are trying to figure out. The CBS News Confirm team did verify the social media post, which was taken near Chatham around 8:15 last night.
As days passed, the drones were observed over residential areas and critical infrastructure, including power lines, railroads, and highways. Notably, they were spotted near sensitive locations such as the Picatinny Arsenal, a military research facility, and President-elect Donald Trump's Bedminster golf course, prompting federal investigations and FAA restrictions on drone flights.
Tonight in central New Jersey, a mystery in the sky. The FBI is now investigating multiple sightings of swarms of drones hovering menacingly overhead, night after night, for the last several weeks. Some of the drones have been spotted close to a military installation and President-elect Trump's Bedminster Golf Club, where he frequently stays.
By December, the phenomenon had grown. What began as a few nights of isolated sightings in a handful of counties had become a nightly occurrence across much of the state, transforming what initially seemed like a fleeting UFO encounter into a serious and unsettling situation.
Right, and all those lights in the sky that you see there, see those lights? Those are apparently drones as well, they say, seeming to fly in a V formation, with the whole saga stressing people out nearby.
We're all completely unnerved. I didn't sleep last night. When I would get up and look out my window at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., they were still hovering. I got up at 5:30 this morning and they were still there.
I can see them right out my bedroom window. I can watch them. Last night was about 5:30, so it was earlier.
It's kind of unsettling. They're not up for 15 minutes, they're up for hours.
The question everyone wants the answer to is, what are they and what are they doing?
I think the simplest explanation is that this is some kind of a military test. I just wish they would come out and say, here's what we're doing.
Do you think it's some teenager?
Real or imagined?
Backyard?
Yeah. That's a real deal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's got lots of lights.
I think it's some kids.
Lots of lights.
You know?
Yeah. That's my gut.
Yeah, no doubt.
But in this case, surveillance of some sort.
What's up with the mysterious drones, Tom?
Right, Allie. Well, not to go all Scully and Mulder on us here.
Do it.
It looks like a spaceship, right? Like that doesn't look like a drone, right? That looks like a spaceship.
I don't believe these are aliens or anything like that. I believe this is man-made technology. I don't believe it's from the U.S. I believe it's from a different country.
And remember, Bill, we had a balloon that flew, a Chinese balloon that flew over our country.
A lot of people want to know what's going on. I think more people are coming around to that, oh, this is going on and maybe it's not good.
From the Hindenburg to War of the Worlds, David, New Jersey has seen its share of aerial intrigue. Tonight, authorities say they understand the public's concern about the drones,
but they say there's no immediate danger.
Morris County Prosecutor's Office said that they posed no known threat.
There is no known threat to the public at this time.
Authorities say there's no known threat to public safety.
There are currently no known threats to public safety.
We see no evidence, and I say we, this includes Homeland Security, FBI, Secret Service, our state police, authorities at all levels of government. The most important point to say is we don't see any concern for public safety.
For most, the ambiguous nature of the drones and their purpose, combined with assurances of public safety, comes across as a glaring contradiction. If we don't know what they are or what they're doing, how can we be sure there's no threat? While all layers of government seem to be saying there's no cause for concern, retired four-star general and NBC News military analyst Barry McCaffrey says otherwise.
This is a significant threat to U.S. national security. When you see something of this capacity, you wonder why it would be needed. What are they doing? It implies a heavy payload, and a heavy payload would be either something dangerous, a bomb, but in this case, surveillance of some sort.
Adding to the strangeness is that the FBI is calling for the public's help, asking for photos, videos, or reports of sightings to aid their investigation.
The FBI not commenting on the drone activity to NBC News, but setting up a tip line for people to report any sightings.
Due to the lack of government response and level of alarm, in addition to the fact that these drones have proper lighting, many believe these drones belong to the U.S. military. If that's the case, is the FBI wasting resources for show? Or is a government agency so secretive that even the Bureau has been kept in the dark? What agency could orchestrate something so classified, expensive, and widespread? Some speculate that it could be the Department of Defense doing 3D mapping, AI experimental testing, or counter-surveillance training. But it could be something more sinister. Often, government enterprises can turn out to be even more unsettling than people initially imagine. Programs like the NSA's mass surveillance initiatives, the CIA's MK-Ultra experiments, and other classified projects have revealed a willingness to push boundaries far beyond what the public might consider ethical or acceptable. For example, the NSA's PRISM program exposed how deeply personal data could be collected and analyzed, often without the knowledge or consent of the individuals being monitored.
But I, sitting at my desk, certainly had the authorities to wiretap anyone, from you or your accountant to a federal judge to even the president if I had a personal email.
The unknown purpose of these drones hovering over New Jersey may not be as innocent as some people would hope. If history is any indication, the truth, when revealed, could be far more disturbing than anything we've imagined so far. But what if there's really no reason for concern at all? Could this be a prank or a publicity stunt after all? This theory is unlikely, given the hefty price and coordination it would take to conduct such a widespread and successful operation. Not to mention, the drones being flown are not reported to be the type a hobbyist or consumer could purchase.
They're huge. These are not like your
look at this video.
6 feet across in some cases.
A lot of people who haven't seen them are thinking they're the little camera drones, the Google Maps drones, but they're not. They're like the size of small cars.
A large price tag and an even larger logistical feat. But what if it's a publicity stunt? Some recall the strange, creepy clowns appearing at night in 2016, which sparked mass hysteria, prompted police investigations, and initiated school lockdowns. While there was speculation that the phenomenon was tied to the marketing for the release of the 2017 movie It, the filmmakers and production team denied involvement. Most experts believe the clown sightings were a combination of pranks, internet-fueled hysteria, and copycat behavior. Still, it was an impressive display of how quickly a seemingly random phenomenon can grip the public imagination. However, unlike the clowns, Drones have tangible surveillance capabilities and have been seen near critical infrastructure, raising legitimate security concerns.
On Friday, the Naval Weapons Station Earl confirmed multiple unidentified drones entered the airspace above the military base in Monmouth County. Officials say there were no direct threats to the base. And Governor Phil Murphy posted on X he sent a letter to the president asking for more federal resources to understand what is behind this activity.
Without any evidence linking the drones to publicity stunts or entertainment projects, this situation appears to be more serious and potentially related to either private or governmental activities rather than a viral prank. Anyone could wear a clown costume at night and act menacingly, but the drone phenomenon involves much more. Flying drones in restricted airspaces, maintaining formations, or covering wide geographical areas at night requires technical expertise, planning, and significant funding. With pranksters and publicity stunts likely ruled out, some have turned to the possibility of foreign involvement.
I've learned, for real, that there is circumstantial evidence that there is an Iranian mothership off the east coast of the United States, and that's launching these drone incursions.
These are not U.S. military drones. At this time, we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity. There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States.
Are authorities denying knowledge just to keep the public from panicking?
One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Could adversaries like Russia or China be behind this? Both nations possess advanced drone technology and a history of testing U.S. defenses. But this theory has its flaws. A prolonged, high-profile operation like this would risk exposure and serious diplomatic fallout.
It's a possibility, and if they are being operated by foreign actors, how are these foreign actors getting these drones to these locations? Where are they launching them from? Where are they recovering them from?
U.S. intelligence agencies would also likely have detected foreign involvement by now. Foreign actors remain a speculative and increasingly unlikely answer to this mystery. Even though the U.S. military remains the most likely culprit, some have looked even further beyond for answers, pointing to the ultimate foreigners: aliens. Could these sightings be connected to the larger UAP and UFO phenomenon that has baffled experts and the public alike? The drone's advanced capabilities, mysterious behavior, and lack of a clear earthly origin have fueled speculation that this might be evidence of something truly out of this world.
The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones. Why do you think that is?
We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
When they came toward the shore, it changed from a bright white light to a winged craft with flashing lights.
He says it was so strange, he's barely slept since.
It came directly over my head, which scared me. I don't know what it is. It's not a plane. If you've seen one, you'll know it's not a plane.
Oh, it creeps me out. It freaks me out, yes.
You don't know if it's an alien, people are calling them drones, but at the same time, we don't really know if they're drones. But you're just seeing this basically unidentified lights outside your window.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
If you go back about a week and a half, we were making jokes. We were talking about aliens and little green men and, who knows, maybe this is the flying cars. But the reality is now we're into the third week. We've got plenty of sensitive places that it is concerning.
The Ocean County Sheriff, that drone unit, they have an industrial grade drone. They put it up. They were tracking one of these drones, Elizabeth, and they said this thing easily evaded them, disappeared out of thin air. To me, if this is not our military, then it's even more scary, and we need the answers, frankly.
Whether it's a clandestine military project, foreign surveillance, or something entirely unknown, one thing remains clear. These drones aren't just passing through, they're here for a reason.
The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark.
He says commercial drones give off a signal that police can intercept. These drones seem different.
State police have been unable to acquire a signal coming off of these drones to be able to lower them to the ground.
The FAA's current capabilities cannot even locate them on radar.
They must immediately disclose more information to the public. It's totally and completely unacceptable.
Senator Andy Kim joined law enforcement Thursday night to actually observe drone activity in one New Jersey county. Then he shared this video, writing that he saw, quote, quite a few that looked like they were moving in small clusters of 2 to 4. We clearly saw several that would move horizontally and then immediately switch back in the opposite direction in maneuvers that planes can't do.
What is your take on what we've been seeing pop up over New Jersey?
First, I agree with the sentiment that if people cannot identify what they are, you're in no position to say whether they are or are not a threat.
The federal government doesn't know what they are either. What's your message to the White House?
My message is come to the Jersey Shore. I know it's wintertime, but come see what we see, and then, maybe have a better appreciation for why our residents are concerned.
Come on out, Mr. Kirby, and let's go on out one night about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'll go out behind my town hall, and you can count them with me all night.
The U.S. government has a long history of investigating unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. Whether it's advanced technology of human origin or something far stranger, the answers could redefine our understanding of what's hovering above us and why.
Former Pentagon official now potentially risking everything by claiming the Defense Department has recovered non-human specimens.
New Jersey is a great place for Martians to visit.
Great place except for the taxes. Okay, apparently.
Some of these drones even blocked a medevac helicopter from reaching a seriously injured patient.
There are 5 to 7 drones flying at a high level over Hamilton. Use caution in the area.
The eerie secrecy surrounding these drones hints at something far beyond routine. Could they be testing weaponized swarms, surveilling citizens, or accounting vulnerabilities in critical infrastructure? Or, with an even more chilling possibility, could they be tied to experiments with chemical delivery systems or biological warfare? Whatever the purpose, their silent, calculated presence feels less like observation and more like preparation.
Someone knows what they are. Last week or so, 2 weeks when it started, I tried to take my drone over Picatinny Arsenal to follow a drone that was just hovering over there. And as I got closer, my drone lost power, spun out, and the battery died and it went down.
As the days pass, the phenomenon grows more unnerving. As of December 15, 2024, reports of these drones have surfaced not just across New Jersey, but now New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Alabama, California, Virginia, Texas, Illinois, Arizona, and Colorado.
And around Metro Atlanta.
The airspace was shut down for around 4 hours, and he was first hearing about it 2 days later.
Even across the Atlantic, similar sightings have been reported in the UK and Germany.
Drone sightings with U.S. Air Base at Ramstein in Germany.
Their deliberate movements hint at a hidden purpose that spans cities, states, and even countries. Are these machines part of a vast, coordinated effort, or could they represent something far stranger, testing the boundaries of what we dare to believe?
What the heck is going on?
And I did talk to the commander there. His men are seeing it.
Governor Kathy Hochul says in part, this has gone too far.
The government knows what is happening. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense.
The truth remains elusive, cloaked in secrecy and conjecture. These drones challenge us to question who or what might be behind them. Wherever you are, keep your eyes on the skies, because the next chapter of this mystery may unfold above your very head.